And that second one, they don't understand it. They don't understand it. It's like life doesn't wait for you to get ready. Like this one thing, I've had a couple of dreams I've had for like the last 5 or 6 years. I'm just like, man, I haven't done any action. I thought like, hey, I got this dream, it's gonna happen, bam.
When we started our mentoring program 3 years ago, we only had 6 kids sign up. We started small. We had our first class of 6 young men. Of the 6 young men we had, 3 graduated. It wasn't fantastic, but we were consistent and persistent. And the word spread for the kids who went through it. And then the next year we were blessed with 18. And so we went from 3 to 18. Our next class will be this upcoming year, and we've already received 20 applications. And so we're probably going to have to limit that class to 30 just because we want to make sure that we have the appropriate proportion of men to mentors and mentees. But I just think that, having people really see that we are really trying to embody our chapter motto, which is real men given real time. And that's fair. And, I think that's fair, and we're up to the challenge.
I think a mentor is somebody that really is there for you in a lot of different ways, whether you're talking about emotionally, whether you're talking about mentally, or somebody to just give you that good kick in the butt sometimes when you need it, when you're a little bit off track. A mentor is somebody that's there to guide you, to help make sure that you stay on track, and to just give you the overall support that you need to be successful and keep going.
We developed a program that we call SMART Mentoring, and SMART stands for Success, Motivation, Academics, Respect, and Trust. When you think about building the total man, and that's where sometimes we lose our young people because we just focus on one thing and they don't get the sense that we want to relate to them totally. So that's where we developed that program. And so the success part, hey, we want to show young men that, hey, there is something to be gained when you go to school and do well.
I believe that with all them kids up in the classroom, a lot of them kids going to be acting up. So when them kids are acting up, the students that want to learn aren't going to be able to learn, and that's going to hinder us and make us farther behind in our graduation percentage. That's what I believe.
They're organized 4 people to grab all their papers and then ostracize Julie and the rest of the side of the room.
When you're supposed to go into this society, like our society, it's supposed to help you focus and get into society and become who you want to be.
A good mentor is someone who's genuine, who's sincere, about and passionate about what they're doing in their lives, and are willing to share that information with the next person.
Some of us don't have like the parents and resources that we need to help accomplish those things, because I know some kids that don't have parents at all, and mentors will actually help them accomplish the things that they need to do.
I don't think I had an uncommon experience in terms of being a young man who didn't have a father at home. So quite frankly, that has been a big motivating force for me in terms of wanting to give back, because I look on those kids and say, wow, that was me. And I would have really loved it if I had an older brother come up to me and say, hey, you can do this. Now, by the grace of God, I've been blessed tremendously. I mean, my education, and I was able to go through it, but that road could have been made a whole lot easier if I had some more mentors.
I'm a single parent. I have a son. Yes, his dad is in his life, but not only does he need his dad, he needs me. He needs positive friends. He needs positive teachers, and he's a young man. So especially when it comes to anger and controlling anger, they need someone to talk to at all times, not just at home. I'm the mama, I'm gonna fuss. He needs someone else that's probably have a little bit more insight than I do. So I think that just in general, by him having all these different role models in his life, whether he needs to be able to see a doctor, because there's not a doctor in my family. He needs to be able to see an attorney, and we do now have one in our family, which I am proud of. But just him seeing these different types of people influences him to be successful. I didn't have that when I was growing up. I didn't see a lot of that. And a lot of our kids today don't see a lot of that, especially in the communities that we're growing up in, and facing all these different things, deaths and just drugs and everything. Keeping him away from that and seeing things positive, I think that it keeps them grounded. And not only does it keep them grounded, it'll teach them that they'll have to give back eventually and do the same.
When I leave the earth, if somebody else can just say, hey, that was a good guy. He didn't care about who you were, where you came from, or what your background was. He was just really concerned with you as a person, and he wanted to make sure that if there was anything you could get from him, that he was able to give, that he did it.
No, I truly do believe that it takes a village, and I encourage everyone who's watching to be a part of that village, because whether or not your village is of 2 people or 20, there's something you have. If you're still, if you're still here, there's a reason why you're still here, and that's to give knowledge to others. So whatever you are, whatever you've been through, we all have wisdom and knowledge that we can share with others.